Hey Scorpio, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for October 15th, 2025. This is for Scorpio. Last shuffle for Scorpio. Let's see what's going on. So, Scorpio, we have joyous fun. We also have the loss here. So, loss is a beautiful energy in this condition. With the joyous fun, this tells me that you may feel free now that something is gone. I feel like you're being put in a meditative state or being pushed to meditate so you can recover from the journey that you've been walking, so that you may find a way to cope with the reinvention of self. I feel that some of you need to learn to trust your inner voice again. I think you need to focus on the small things right now, focus on the little things, and realize that your potential is enormous, it's endless, right? You can recover your position in life where maybe at one point you felt so confident in where you were and who you were and what you did, and then something happens and it throws you off, causes you to feel very insecure, feel like your life is out of control, that you're not even successful at certain mundane, very small things. I feel that many of you may not even feel that you could trust yourself to pick friends or pick lovers. You're just like, I can't even trust that my own self to pick something good for me or someone good for me. I feel that what you lose is an indifference to toxic behavior, an indifference to toxic people, toxic things, just in general, things that are just really, really bad for you, harmful for you. You may have been one of those people that were able to imagine it not being as bad. Well, it's not that bad. You know, this person only does this and that and says this to me only when they're upset. It's not that bad. But instead, now you're looking saying, nah, you know what I lose is my tolerance for toxicity. I feel that you had to walk your own journey. It was so important for you to walk this journey that you were on. And I feel now that spirit may be isolating you and causing you to meditate, to go into a meditative state, so that you can have fun with your inner child, so you can connect with your inner child. Some of you may need to do some visualization techniques when it comes to your inner child. And that could mean that just as simple as imagining yourself as the little girl or that little boy and hugging them and telling them how much they're loved and that you could trust yourself. And that's neither here nor there, but that's what I'm seeing, right? So Scorpio, what I'm seeing is joyous fun, the Emperor, Six of Wands, the Hierophant, and Three of Cups. And so the joyous fun would be you're back in the saddle again. I don't think that you're tolerating. I'm not saying that you do. I'm not saying that, Scorpio, that's what Scorpios do. I'm seeing that this could be just one isolated incident, but they're bringing up that you're learning a valuable lesson, that no matter who the person is, no matter what they represent to you, you cannot tolerate anything that's short of what you deserve, right? Your potential is so much bigger than accepting certain bad behaviors or certain bad habits and things of that nature from other people or even from your own self. I feel like you need to decide what you want now, because what you want is going to come in a way that you don't expect, but you'll get what you want. You want to focus on what you want, though. I feel that they're wanting you to understand, especially when it comes to love. They're trying to say that although we don't always understand why certain things happen, there's always a higher purpose to the events in our lives. And through all that, through the turmoil, through the pain, through the trials and all the trials that we go through, there's always a blessing that's revealed from it. And so there's a blessing in store for you, and recovery. The angels are asking you to focus on recovery. Some of you may be Buddhist, or you may be adopting a lot of Buddhist principles. And if so, that is where they're wanting you to meditate. Okay, they're wanting you to focus um, on trusting your inner voice, tapping into your intuition. Okay, that's the main focus. The main focus. I feel that you're just losing interest in foolishness. I really do. Stuck energy is the World and Knight of Wands. What I feel that someone's stuck in when this comes out is about all the stuff that you went through, according to this is like, I have freedom now. Things have changed. The world is about elevation, graduation, graduating out of a certain place and going into a better one. But it also speaks here, for me at least, of all of the things that used to weigh you down, all the ways that you were hurt on this path, this journey through life. You have been tossed around, you have been hurt, you have gone through a battle, and you may be stuck on that. So Spirit wants to give you a chance to sit down, relax, to meditate on your freedom. What do you want now? It's time to decide. What do you want for your life now? You've learned the lessons. Sometimes you have to go through the brambles so you can get to the other side of the path where all the food is. You know what I mean? That's kind of where I'm seeing the part where we don't always understand why things happen. It's like sometimes we don't know why we had to go through that. And then you realize the only way to get to this is to go through all that foolishness. You got cut up, but you're eating now. You wouldn't have ate. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And great gratitude, 10 of Cups and the 5 of Wands. And the great gratitude will come in with being grateful for the journey, being grateful for the struggles and the trials that we went through. I feel that it's very important for you to adopt and foster an attitude of gratitude and understanding that things do happen for a reason. And had these things not occurred, you wouldn't be where you are. And even in the most positive of ways, sometimes it's a very negative way, right? Like, oh, if they didn't do that, I wouldn't be where I'm at today now. Thanks a lot. But also, there, the worst thing that ever could have happened. Say this is a romantic connection, and you and this person split up, and it's because of the things that they've done to you, or what have you, right? What if they didn't do what they did? Still, there would be a discrepancy at some point. It was just slated for that relationship to have problems. It would have been worse, may have cost you your life in the future. You never know. It's like you are being saved, and there's something about fostering the attitude of gratitude. Gratitude is the birth parents of prosperity and abundance, well-being. So that's what comes from that: prosperity and well-being and abundance. I'm seeing angel number 1144, and that talks about how love or some other kind of happiness is right around the corner. Had you not gone through what you gone through, you had to go through a shortcut, and it got you there, right? It got you right around the corner. It's something way better than what you thought, better than what you left behind. It's like a rare opportunity, maybe like an exciting encounter with like-minded people, or some kind of thing, and it always will exceed your expectations. Something beautiful is on its way. Mercury retrograde may be significant, and maybe with the last Mercury retrograde, you got an opportunity to reinvent your situation, reinvent yourself. I'm also seeing Neptune placements. Neptune, of course, represents Pisces, but it also represents the mystery, the dreams that you have for yourself. It represents the sacrifices that had to be made in order for you to be where you are, or to be the person that you are. So you want to look into where that is for you, and perhaps it will give you an indication, a stronger indication of where that is for you, where your potential is endless, where the things you had to sacrifice, or the things that must have been or had to have been sacrificed for you to be where you are. And perhaps, I know with a lot of fixed signs, such as myself, I'm a fixed sign also. We always have to get like traumatized in order to let go of certain things. Although Scorpio, I don't see you being that way. I feel that Scorpio, once you see that something's wild, you're out of there, right? But there are certain parts where we all kind of like Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, and Leo. There's certain parts of us that we all have in common, where we're fixed, and a lot of times Spirit takes us through the ringer because we won't let go. When the season is up, we're still outside, like, no, I'm still wearing my white shoes after Labor Day. And Spirit drops ketchup on him on purpose, like, you still gonna wear them white shoes? um, so, and I know that's a silly example, but you know, basic. So that's what I got here. I want to look into those things. So you could be dealing with an Aries, a Capricorn, heavily Taurus, Leo, You could be dealing with an Aries, Taurus cusp. If you're not dealing with those signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.